So let's just put this out there. I am not in the stock market. I am not a stockbroker, but I do know enough about the stock market to know what's going on. And let me tell you, it is fucked up. It's not right. But I'm also not surprised with everything else that has gone on over the last couple of months. Like, this doesn't come as a surprise to me. It's just, honestly, it's disgusting. So let's talk about what exactly is going on in the stock market. A lot of people, I feel like, don't really know what's going on. They keep hearing of it, but they have no clue what it actually means. So let's explain it. So a company called Melvin Capital tried to short GameStop 140%. So what is shorting a company? Let's explain. Shorting a company basically means that they bet against it. They bet that GameStop would go down as a company. They like to go on the news, they'll smear a company, hoping that it just goes out of business. Let's put this in like, I don't know, let's use like a purse, for example. Just picture a purse. Say you decided that you wanted to short, say you bought a purse for $20 and you decided, I'm gonna short this purse. So you go on Instagram, you go on Facebook, you go on YouTube, and you smear the shit out of this company, saying it's terrible, it smells, there was mold on it, whatever. You say whatever you have to do. Hoping that they would have to sell their purses or whatever at a lower cost, their stocks at a lower cost, and then you would pocket the difference. But now let's say after all the press that you gave them, it went up to $25. So now you're in the hole and you owe them $5 for every purse or every stock or makeup item that they purse. I always want to say makeup because I love makeup, but every purse that they sold. You get what I'm saying here? Basically, Melvin Capital said GameStop is irrelevant with hopes. They're like the Blockbuster of games. Nobody likes them. They went online and they did this on purpose. They used the news, surprise, surprise, as their media outlet to do smear campaigns. They've been doing this for decades with companies. They think they decide which businesses stay open by doing smear campaigns and putting people in bankruptcy. They invested millions and millions of dollars to smear the brand and manipulate the market with hopes that they would go down and they'd pocket a ton and billions and millions of dollars. But gamers and people on Reddit fans were like, wait a minute. We're not going to let this happen. So normal, everyday people like me and you started investing money to save GameStop. I'm just talking about GameStop right now. There's other ones too, but I'll get to that in a second. So normal people started to invest to try and save it. The stock started to go up. And do you know, Melvin, as of yesterday, was in the hole $3 billion. $3 billion. So their little game that they tried to play with GameStop didn't end so well. They're mad because they say that the stock market is controlled. It's a free market. Yeah, not so much because it's manipulated constantly, but they're mad because the people are figuring out their little game that they have going on. Normal people are cashing in and normal people are now making money. It's not just the hedge funds, the billionaires, like normal people are cashing in. And let me say this, there is absolutely nothing illegal about what people are doing in the stock market right now. Nothing. They're taking their money and investing their money into a stock that they think will make them money. There's nothing illegal about that. Brokers like Robinhood are also doing this. They actually put a stop telling people that they could only sell their stocks, not buy. I'll get back to that in a second. But Robinhood was literally named after a folklore based on a story of a person who takes from the rich to give to the poor. They are literally doing the opposite. They're taking from the poor to give back to the rich. Other companies that they were doing this with was like GameStop, AMC, Nokia. Honestly, I didn't even know Nokia was still a stock. I had no idea it was still a stock, but let's leave that where it is. Saying that they can't buy, they can only sell. You can only sell because of volatility. I don't know about you, but billionaires invested millions and billions of dollars during the pandemic, and they didn't care about volatility then. They also made billions of dollars during the pandemic. But now they're telling normal people, no, you can't risk your money. You know why? Because the normal people are draining Wall Street's money right now. Who are you to tell a normal person you can't risk your money? It's my money. I could do what I want with it. Just like the millionaires and the billionaires do every single day on Wall Street after they manipulate the market. Now you're wondering who's asking them to halt the stocks, right? Who's asking these people to do this? I'm going to get back to that in 1 second, but I have to leave that there because it ties into my next topic. Also keep in mind, if they're telling people that they could only sell and not buy, who are we selling to if we were to sell our stock? Who are they to decide who can buy and who can sell and what we can buy and what we can sell? Now, with Trump derangement syndrome, Trump has been saying for years and years that the system is rigged. Just like hydroxychloroquine, but I'm not going to mention that. I'm not going to just look that up about what he said about that and what's coming out to be. It's disgusting. It really is. But anyway, Trump has said for years that the system is rigged. And now, finally, after seeing what's going on, people are waking up. Because it's in your face. Like, they're not trying to hide it anymore. It is in your face. They don't care if you know that they have a game going on. They don't care. They used to try and hide it. They don't care anymore. And you know why? It's because they are losing money and normal people are making money. All I'm going to say right now is do not sell. Don't sell your stocks just because they're telling you that you can only sell and you can't buy. Because they control the currency and the market. And they don't want normal people to succeed. You know how the saying, the rich get richer? Well, that's this exact scenario. And just like I said, they aren't hiding it. In plain sight, they're manipulating the market. They want normal people to stay at the bottom, and they want the rich to just keep on getting richer. This has, like I said, been going on for decades. They've been promoting stocks on the news, always the news, right? The news is not the news, it's propaganda. Anybody with half a brain could tell you that. But they've been promoting stocks that they want to sell for decades. Hedge funds have done this for years on the news. Who are they to decide who succeeds and who goes bankrupt? The people, like we the people of the United States, should have the power. But when you're in a rigged system like this, the system has been rigged forever, like Trump said, unfortunately, that's not the case. The problem is now it's affecting the billionaires and the hedge fund owners. They want to save their yachts. They want to save their mansions. And nobody cared. Places like brokers like Robinhood didn't care when these billionaires and hedge fund owners took control of people during the pandemic. The people literally just saved GameStop and AMC. And I believe actually, I have to look this up to confirm this, but AMC, I believe, paid off all of their debt now and they're no longer closing because of everything that happened. So if this is a free market, the people should have the opportunity to do stuff exactly like this. We, the people, have all the rights to invest if it's a free market. Robinhood should be thrown away. What they are doing is criminal to people. That shouldn't be allowed at all. You can't change the rules. I saw Dave Portnoy say yesterday something about that's like if you're in the Super Bowl, you're up by 10 points, and then the last 30 seconds of the game, they tack on another 20 minutes. No, you can't change the rules. The rules are the rules, and you can't change them when you're losing. It is what it is. That's a great example. Robinhood said, as of yesterday, well, we know that this is what happened now, but they said, don't worry to the hedge funds because they say, we're going to save you guys. Don't worry about it. Citadel is another company, bailed out. This is a brand new topic. So Citadel is another company, bailed out Melvin Capital. Guess who's one of Robinhood's biggest clients? Take a wild guess. You guessed it, Citadel. The game has always been rigged. We, the people, should have the power, and now we're starting to. And people on Wall Street are starting to shit themselves. They don't know what to do. This is another reminder why crypto is so big. And honestly, I didn't know enough about crypto up until maybe 2 years ago when I started doing a little bit of research on it. But basically, nobody controls crypto, but they control the dollar. Government doesn't control crypto, stock market doesn't control crypto, but the dollar is controlled. We have big tech out there censoring people. We have the stock market controlling stocks. They're controlling finances. We have big government, big everything. Everything is controlled by the big guy. But people are starting to wake up now. If you haven't woken up already, wake up, like I always say in my podcast. Wake the fuck up. This is a big deal. If they think they could change the rule, they could do anything if they're going to change the rules on this. The only good thing I could see coming out of something like this is no matter what political party you're on, like I always say, this I feel like is waking a lot of people up. And people are starting to come together, no matter what political party they're on, and saying like, this isn't right, what's going on. This ain't right. And that's why what people are doing, they're going on the Reddit blogs, they're going on just online in general and saying we need to invest in this company to save it. That's what the stock market should be. But unfortunately, that's not what it is. And now because billionaires have been manipulating the market for decades, they're losing money. They're going to change the rules. You can't do that. The fact that Robinhood, there's other companies too. I think TD Ameritrade was one of them. I forget all of them. But the fact that they did what they did and said that out of all these companies, you cannot buy these stocks anymore, we're not allowing because of volatility, is disgusting to me. That's a disgrace. You can't tell somebody what to do with their money. It's their money. If they want to take a risky, like air quoting, risk, they want to buy a risky stock, that's their choice. Just because millionaires and hedge fund owners manipulate the market enough and then say, oh, they'll smear a company completely until they go bankrupt so they make money. It's not like that anymore. So people need to wake up and read into that. If you don't know anything about stocks, now's your time to read into it. Because it has to do about stocks, but it doesn't. Because this is another example of the big control, like big government control, big everything. How insane it is. They don't want normal people to cash in. They don't want that. They want you to stay in your level and not go up at all. Just keep making enough money to get by. No. It shouldn't be like that anymore. It shouldn't be the millionaires and the billionaires only making more money. The rich get richer, not anymore, because people figured out their little game. This is the first time, I think, ever that this has happened. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of my, hopefully that was short enough, like my opinion on what's going on in the stock market. Like I said, I'm not in stocks, but I know enough about it to know what's going on. If you want to hear more of my fucked up opinions, please feel free to follow my podcast, and I'll see you in my next one.